The Northumberland Plate, also known as the Pitman's Derby. East India Dock started favourite with Zanabad, the second pick, while last year's winner, Onesmoothoperator, who was also a Melbourne Cup runner in 2024, carried the top weight and started a 16-1 chance.
Often racing for the Jennings Bet Northumberland Plate of 2025. Not a bad break either, and emerging from a high draw with a good start is Who's Glen. Also up the centre there in Tinzo the Grey. Falak on the inside is off to a good beginning as well. Right up there Al Razine and also Sharjak in the leading 5 or 6 as they settle down and approach the judge with a full circuit to go. In Tinzo being taken on by Lavender Hill Mob on the outside. Sharjak is close between them. Falak on the inside, Al Razine next. Then the yellow jacket of Dancing in Paris as they take the turn. Papano is on the rail there for Jamie Spencer, white with the pink star. The next group then, Charging Thunder, just behind Spirit Mixer, Roaring Legend, and Who's Glen rather, is on the outside as they move down towards the 1.5 mile start at the part of the track where they're racing away from the grandstands. At this stage, East India Dock is being held up at the back of the field together with Asgard's captain and also Tribal Star in the black and red colours. Also out towards the rear is Duke of Oxford, who races with Onesmoothoperator, put to sleep at the back Manxman, and Zandabad is just about the back marker as the runners race on now down towards the left-hand turn past the 1.25 mile start. So Lavender Hill Mob in the red cap just showing ahead of the Northumberland Plate field, and as they emerge, and we look at them from the grandstands, there's about 15 lengths plus between first and last, and they're being topped and tailed by the two Gradley runners because East India Dock is in last at the moment. Down the far side they go. In Tinzo coming back at Lavender Hill Mob, racing in third place then with a good position in the early part of the race is Golden Rules. He's a length and a half clear of Falak, and then comes Sharjak. Papano is next with Who's Glen on the outside. Dancing in Paris, patiently ridden in the yellow jacket. Charging Thunder is next. Al Razine on the outside of Spirit Mixer, and then comes Roaring Legend. Still no move yet from Tribal Star and Jamie Powell, out towards the rear of the field still. Then comes Imperial Sovereign, who's still out the back. Another one still with a bit to do is Asgard's captain, and they're not hanging around here. They're going a really good clip here in the plate as they range down towards the final 5 furlongs. Still this gap of 20 lengths between first and last, and now East India Dock has passed a rival because one of them has dropped away, and I'm just trying to pick out who it is. It's Papano, I think, who's out of the race, and he's virtually being pulled up. They're coming down towards the entrance to the home straight in the Jennings Bet Northumberland Plate, and it's Lavender Hill Mob who's in front from Intinzo. Then Golden Rules in third. Falak travelling strongly. Then Who's Glen, who's shaken up. Dancing in Paris in the yellow is improving on the inside, together with Charging Thunder. Meanwhile, Spirit Mixer and Roaring Legend coming there together as they come down the near side with just 2 furlongs left to go. Roaring Legend and Spirit Mixer. Onesmoothoperator now moves into 6th place. He's trying. Dancing in Paris in the yellow jacket down the centre, maybe with a narrow advantage from Spirit Mixer and Charging Thunder. Then comes Roaring Legend. They're inside the final furlong, and it's Dancing in Paris, but Spirit Mixer battling away bravely. Spirit Mixer just beginning to get the better of the argument, and Spirit Mixer takes the plate from Dancing in Paris. Charging Thunder and then Tribal Chief next, followed then in 5th place by Falak.
Spirit Mixer wins at 25-1. The 7-year-old gelding wins the Northumberland Plate at his 3rd attempt. Will we see this fellow taking aim at a Melbourne Cup? Doubtful. Trainer Andrew Balding has done a Flemington trip in the past with Spanish Mission, but Spirit Mixer has a lower rating than last year's Northumberland Plate winner, Onesmoothoperator. And Onesmoothoperator needed to win the Geelong Cup to ensure his place in the Melbourne Cup field. So it's a long road, and Spirit Mixer is also an older horse. Of the favourite, East India Dock, I thought he did a reputable job carrying 59 kilograms, making up ground late and beating home Onesmoothoperator, albeit Onesmoothoperator carrying 62.5 kilograms. East India Dock is an interesting horse, having run 11 races last year. That's pretty unusual for a Northern Hemisphere type, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does turn up in a race like the Ebor Handicap. Check the odds, pick a winner.
Takes the plate from
will commence again if you try to take our firearms.